Greetings, hi, the War Owl greets you, and I'm going to be showing you here some Counter-Strike Global Offensive beta footage. And today, we'll be looking at one of the new map changes, specifically the new outside area in DE Nuke. Now, I'll be going through and examining the changes objectively. I'm not going to be like, well, I find this game dreadful. It's hardly the same as 1.6. Goodness, worse than Counter-Strike Source, I do say. Source is a game for the working class, hardly befitting a man of my intellectual stature, I do say. Or even,
I like it. It's different. Change. Forward. Yes, we can.
I'll just be looking at it for what it is. A change to the classic DE Nuke. Now let's figure out how the new outside will change gameplay. The first thing that's glaringly obvious is that our friendly neighborhood Twinkie, shown here in Source, looks rather bloated and white. Someone suggested in-game during the beta that we rename this spot Marshmallow. I concur, kind Source. Decree! Twinkie from henceforth will be known as Marshmallow, and the people rejoiced. It works the exact same way, except now, with the changed bunny hopping, I can't get up there by myself, and it'll require a boost. Either way, it's not too different. The biggest change is to the boxes outside. In previous Counter-Strike installments, there were two tall boxes. The second box you're able to get on top of from the smaller box next to it, making it so that you had to boost to get on top of the box from T-side, which was dangerous considering that oppers were all over outside. In Global Offensive, the boxes are now small enough that a player can jump up on top of them by themselves, and they'll be out of vision of the oppers immediately when they do so. In Source, as a CT, there were really only two places that they had to watch outside. The box where a player could peek, and of course if someone tried to boost up on top of Twinkie. Now the player outside must watch a number of different positions. This makes the position a bit more nuanced in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Most of the same positions and vantage points will remain. Both red boxes function the exact same way as they do as heaven rafters as well. You can jump from heaven to the top of mini garage. However, I cannot fathom a single situation where this would be particularly useful, unless you're trying to trick your opponent into thinking you're brain dead. Oh wait, actually, here's one. Let's say the bomb's planted. You're a CT. T's are in mini garage waiting for you. Jump over, jump down, and boom, headshot through the side of mini garage. Alright, moving on. The opera positions near a CT spawn are the same, except for the railing. I never understood railings and what they add to the game. You can shoot through them. Sometimes they mess up your shots, but really, you go right through them. All they really do is stop player movement and force a jump. What exactly does this add to this position? You can walk on top of it. That's pretty much all I can think of. The window to hell... Okay, I have to stop and do that in a different voice.
The window to hell.
They break completely when you shoot them, allowing you to see inside, unlike in Source, where they would crack a little bit and make it even harder to see into. I agree with this change. It allows the position to be a little more than a blind guess. Because of bullet penetration increases from Source to Global Offensive, there are numerous walls that you can now shoot through to hit players, such as Mini Garage. The area between CT side and red, you can shoot through the wall in the back of there to hit oppers who are playing Garage. I've done that a few times. People are like, no way, man, hacker! And Heaven itself is completely spammable. I can see this adding a great deal of nuance to this position. Bullet penetration, as it is right now in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, is perfect. In 1.6, it was too much. You could shoot through like the entire map for crying out loud, and Nuke itself was just all about spamming. It was ridiculous and stupid. In Source, a thin piece of paper can catch bullets. But in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, it's immediately obvious which walls you can shoot through, and which you cannot, allowing for better level design in future maps as well. Having the ability to create walls that you can shoot through, and walls you cannot, and making it obvious which are which will allow a great mechanic to the game. Last, and certainly not least, The smoke grenades and Molotov throws are pretty darn useful. Smoke grenades thrown from spawn will block all the CT positions, as will a well-thrown Molotov. This will allow players to brave outside without the fear of insta-death by oppers, and helps to balance the position. From what I've seen, outside has always been extremely difficult to break as terrorists, but these changes help to balance it a bit, and actually give the edge to the terrorists, in my opinion. However, sneaky is gone. What gives, man? That's bogus! So when you go outside and you're either going to go upstairs through the mini garage and then sending some folks to heaven, or you'll just go right by and go down the ramp. So once outside is taken, you still have the same choices as you would if you went lobby. I would not be surprised if counter-terrorists started allowing terrorists to take outside and sitting everyone in rafters and ramp rooms, since those are two very easily defendable positions that stop the terrorists from getting to any of the bomb sites. I don't like that. Either way, I'm the War Owl, and I still have no closer.